should have known better than to use something made for Pearadyne.
We never know what kind of effect Pearadyne technologies will have.
Google Knob. Godlike Gling.
I don't need a translation for that. They were free.
Looks like your garden variety silicon semiconductor. Only dusty. Do you put these in all the phones?
All the phones have the chips, but Marshall is the only person we know talking in gibberish.
So maybe it's not the SIM chips after all.
If not the chips, then what?
Sniffle snorts. Globble glick. Half nats glom tribble.
Tyler chews a pen like that.
I'm fairly certain that Marshall is telling us that Tyler did or caused something to happen to him via Tyler's phone.
Did Tyler text something to you? An emoticon. We're all texting them to each other. Marshall's incoming call list can show the emoticons his phone received. Okay, got it. The last emoticon Tyler sent to Marshall.
And that one was the trigger. If Tyler sent an emoticon that made this happen, I wonder if there's another one that can stop it.
Where did you get the software from to generate the emoticons?
Mervin's Tribblemon. Vocally Strenod Forgar. Tri-splits.
There you are, Mr. Wheeler. Professor Zachary, may I have a moment, please? I found their exam papers on your desk. It became as obvious to me what happened as it must have to you.
Before you draw any conclusions, I've spoken with Marshall and
To get more facts about the apparent cheating by he and Mr. Jessup? Tyler, please tell Professor Zachary exactly what you just told me.
Marshall made me an offer. He'd help me with the midterm if I'd help him sell phones to all my friends.
Tyler confessed when I presented him with the evidence of his cheating. Thank you, Tyler. That'll be all. As I said, Tyler confessed willingly. As cheating is an offense punishable by suspension or expulsion, I just hoped that Mr. Wheeler was as forthcoming when you spoke to him.
Did you know that it has been widely reported in the Journal of Teenage Issues that there are myriad possibilities, predicaments, and perturbances that the average adolescent faces, which require him or her to take time in silence to contemplate before responding. It may further interest you to learn that...
Mr. Wheeler, I think I've waited long enough for your answer. And I've had quite enough of these. In consideration of Professor Zachary's eloquent, if overlong, intervention, I'm going to put a proposition to you, Mr. Wheeler. If you confess to what transpired today, I will take into account your high academic standing and your otherwise unblemished scholastic record. You have 1 hour to decide.
May I take Tyler's cell phone, please? Thank you.
So?
We have less than 1 hour to restore Marshall's ability to speak in his own defense, or Durst will expel him from Blake Holsey.
Oh, no. Okay, we've been going over what we know about Marshall. Could he be speaking in some kind of code?
It's possible. All messaging software is based on code. A message is written, encrypted, sent, then decoded or decrypted. In this case, there seems to be an embedded code, the one that's affecting Marshall. So, when Tyler sent the emoticon, the software decrypted the embedded code.
A code within a code. Sweet.
Maybe. Maybe not. Cell phone technology, like all innovation, was meant to make communicating more efficient. But new technologies can have unexpected consequences.
No one anticipated anyone could use cell phones and texting to cheat on a test.
Exactly, Corrine, but it happened. It's up to us to use technology responsibly or face the consequences.
Why would someone have created this code within a code in the first place?
It's the ultimate in security, a revolutionary way of ensuring two people's conversation isn't understood, even if it is overheard.
Who else would need that kind of security?
Where did you get that software from? Can you show me the path to the website where you got the software? It's an old site with the file transfer protocol from the Dark Ages. I'm gonna try emoticon. Here we go.
Decrypt.exe, that's gotta be it.
Okay, downloading. Got it. Now all we have to do is transfer the file to Tyler's phone through the IR port, pick undo, then zap it over to Marshall's phone.
But we don't have Tyler's phone. Durst does.
No, she doesn't. We do.
Way to go, Z.
Got it. Undo. Here it comes.
Venus platform stuff.
Marshall, what did I do?
Use the same command again. Maybe it's like a three-way light switch, low, high, off.
What happens if it doesn't work? Or makes it twice as bad? Just forget I said that.
Undo!
Well,
Plastic Nick.
Just kidding, guys. Thanks.
Don't ever do that, Marshall.
So, let's have the full story.
decrypted this time.
Tyler offered me connections, not the other way around. He said all his brother's friends would buy phones from me.
That's no excuse for cheating.
I said no, but he threatened to ruin my business. It just seemed like there was no way out. Then I thought that if Tyler and I both got the same answers wrong, answers that you knew that I knew...
You were sending me a help message in code. Clever. But you should have come to see me first.
Or one of us.
We would have understood.
You can trust us.
I know that now.
Unfortunately, we now have to explain that to Principal Durst.
So as soon as the test ended, I went to tell Professor Z what I did, but
I didn't fully understand what Marshall was trying to tell me until I discovered he was speaking in code.
I see. You do know we have a zero-tolerance policy regarding cheating. And you came very close to almost ruining an illustrious record?
Yes.
Tyler Jessup's record has been permanently blemished by this incident and his subsequent behavior. He's also being given a week's suspension for bullying you into cheating.
How about me?
May I recommend community service? Say, tutoring students in science before and after class.
Very well. I suppose you'll be wanting your phone back. It's funny. It's not here.
Man, come in here, please. Do you know what this is?
The obvious answer? It's a SIM chip.
Nili sagrake osoni bani devoketiko.
Tiresta. Glumti vox. Stratiko glumfko glumdrav.
Install it in all Pearadyne communication systems. And Grant, immediately.